time.
Yes.
But what, just based on seeing you was when you calculated it was stage 4?
I do not know them. I don't want to say.
What do you understand? Because if someone tells me something, right, I would go and read up on it, right? So what did you understand by stage 4? Because I'm assuming that you don't want to die, right? So if someone tells you stage 4, it sounds advanced, right? Or you don't know that.
I never thought we'd be here. Honestly. But this is a new law. We aren't talking about relationship advice or surgery drama anymore. We are talking about stage 4 cancer. Blessing CEO is currently at the center of a massive storm after her Arise TV interview, where things went from bad to worse. A medical doctor has come forward to analyze the results she presented, and the word being used is fake. If this is true, we are looking at one of the biggest medical fraud in Nigeria social media history. See, now here is the contents. Blessing shared the result claiming a stage 4 diagnosis, but medical professionals, including those on Arise TV, noticed immediate leg flags. From the hospital address being changed from Asaba to Enugu on the same document to the font inconsistencies. It's looking like a bad Photoshop job, all those things. And the Nigerian Medical Association has even raised concern. During the interview, you could see the tension. The doctor literally pointed out that the biology of what she's claiming doesn't match the paper she's holding at all. And Nigerians are asking, did she use another woman's pain to cash out on donation? The problem now is that the real owner of the medical report has reportedly spoken out. And the family is threatening legal action for forgery. This isn't just clout anymore. This is a criminal allegation of extortion under false pretense. Even VeryDarkMan and other critics have jumped in, demanding that she be held accountable. Is it just a miscommunication that she's now claiming? No, she says it's miscommunication. Or was this a calculated move to exploit the emotions of Nigerians? The Arise TV panel didn't give her an easy pass, and frankly, neither is the public. Before I show you the full clip of the doctor breaking down these fake results on Arise TV, I want to ask you a question. Can you ever forgive someone for lying about a terminal illness? Please, drop your thoughts in the comments. Pay close attention to the doctor's face and the specific document mentioned. Okay, please, if this is your first time joining us, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to get hot gist. Okay, thank you to my returning viewers for coming to watch enter and see our video. So here is the interview.
Yes.
But what,
just based on seeing you was when you calculated it was stage 4?
I do not know them. I don't want to say.
What do you understand? Because if someone tells me something, right, I would go and read up on it. Right. So what did you understand by stage 4? Because I'm assuming that you don't want to die, right? So if someone tells you stage 4, it sounds advanced, right? Or you don't know that.
Yeah, that's the reason why I broke out on social media.
Social media to answer the question for you. What was social media? What was your goal on social media?
Now, as a medical practitioner, when they tell you have cancer, it's already traumatic alone.
Okay.
I didn't even have the guts to go and start reading. In fact, the major reason I came on social media was I wanted to see people who have experienced the same thing.
Yeah, but the big question is how did you conclude that it was stage 4?
Exactly.
Did the doctor just look at you and say, oh, this is stage 4?
She's willing to share the report.
That is what I was
Why not allow
told.
the doctor look at it?
That was
Okay,
what
the
I
doctor
was
can
told.
look at
Yes,
it.
I'm very interested.
Can she look at it?
That's what I was
And
told.
let me ask you, as a lawyer, if someone publicly claims...
It's interesting that you're bringing the same results to me because Dr. Odigwe, the pathologist that signed this report, because of course we have
Is it the same report as the one that was...
Yes, the pathologist that signed this result lives in Asaba. And I'm a doctor, of course. I can trace any doctor in Nigeria. And I called him on Tuesday.
Sorry,
and he knows nothing.
is that the same report?
Yes, it's the same result. It's the same result that is going around social media. And this particular pathologist said he knows nothing about this. And he is based in Asaba, not
the
Enugu.
pathologist of the report?
Yes, of this report is based in Asaba. I know that for an absolute fact.
So he told you
So that's
after?
the first one?
Yes, because, yes.
He told you that he has nothing to do with it?
Yes, and he stays in Asaba. The address here is Enugu. He hasn't been to Enugu in recent times. He lives in Asaba,
So
Delta
how do you
State.
respond to that?
this
Let's
pathology
go ahead and,
stays
like
in
I
You're
said,
saying that
Asaba.
the pathologist that you put in that report, which you claim
That
is your
signed
real
this report stays in Asaba. That I know for an absolute fact.
Please, I want
on
to ask
Tuesday.
again.
Go ahead.
Is this report the same report that we saw last week?
Yes, it is. It's
So
the
this
same
same
one.
report that we saw last week, that Blessing you claim you didn't post on your Instagram page and on your social media page, is the same report that that guy,
Yes,
the guy that
exactly.
we saw on the video, which unfortunately they have not been able to show us, is the same report he printed. So
Absolutely.
this is your real report.
So that's the first
What
one.
happened to the brother of the girl who claims that this report was forged?
I don't know who the person is.
So it's not a fake report.
No, it's not a fake
But the brother of the girl that you just saw just now says this report is his sister's report.
It's not.
And this doctor stays in Asaba.
So are you saying, and number one, they're saying it's you don't know that man. Number two, you're also saying you didn't post this report
I didn't.
to the guy who just spoke on social media.
Absolutely.
But for some coincidence or some funny reason, the reports tally. The report the guy posted and the
Perfectly.
report here, they are totally the same. Word for word.
You
You are
know,
now
this
saying
doesn't tell us that it's stage 4.
But you
by
are
the
not
way.
even saying the oncologist whose name is
No,
there.
the pathologist.
The pathologist whose name is there said he doesn't
lives in
know her.
Asaba and he doesn't know anything about this.
So, Blessing, what do you want to say about that?
Diagnosed cancer.
No, so the way it works is that, you know, in medicine there are different fields, right? So the process for a person that comes with a breast lump, you don't know what it is. So the first stage is to go for imaging. You come back from imaging. Right now, the modality is to do a biopsy, fine needle aspiration biopsy. Even if it comes out benign, you have to take out the lump. You
So
cannot
that
go
was-
because you
it
cannot
should
be
have been
very
taken
sure.
out from the
No,
one.
yes, because
regardless
that
of
is-
whether she wanted it or not.
That
it
is the
is not your
carelessness.
choice unless you discharge yourself against or you do it against medical advice. It's not likely. You cannot come to me and you said you're not ready unless you're not medically fit. Maybe you're very sick, you're pregnant, you're not medically fit. But it's a if they're thinking it's benign, it's a simple surgery. It's not invasive.
Okay.
It's a day surgery. Some people go home that same day. They do go home that same day.
No, but you see, right now it is they are conflicting. There's already inconsistency. Because on one hand, you are showing her the same report that was displayed last week. Blessing, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
You are showing her the same report that was displayed last week. Meanwhile, you're saying you're not the one that sent it to that guy.
I have not seen the result that
Yeah,
you
but
displayed there.
but
So-
there was a
She sent out
screenshot.
another.
Yes, so like I
So
said,
you have another report to show
everybody
us.
says, okay, go for an open option. So I went to Luke's cancer center, to do the same stuff. So they gave me a couple of.
What did they
know,
give you?
I did my whole stuff, so they asked me to
What
do
are the
What are the
couple
stuff? Because you need to be more.
You have to be very, very specific now, please.
I'm not a medical doctor.
You can't say that. You
have an ailment that is
Yeah, exactly. It's life-threatening. You can't say that.
So,
Yes.
so these are the tests I'm running. So maybe when the
Running,
test,
not that you have run.
no, they just asked me to. So
So
I
by
think
stage 4,
it
shouldn't
will
you have
come out.
already run those tests?
They didn't ask me to run this, so it is not my fault.
I know, but I'm curious as to how you came to stage 4 conclusion
That was what I was told.
without any tests being done.
I mean, this doesn't prove anything, unfortunately, because
What's that report that you
it
have?
just says it states a series of tests that she should carry out.
there? If what?
It's just a series of tests, chest X-ray, that we do to confirm metastasis, right? But this is not solid enough because I can enter LASUF right now and write anybody's name and write the series of tests, right?
The result is not out.
This is not a result, exactly. So results will be more,
So
exactly.
let the result come out. I can now come back and show it to you people.
Okay, first I
So
want
it's a
to
second
ask,
option.
because right now, the area is still very grey, and I really think that we need to